Hello, everyone, and welcome to Counselor Feature Friday. I'm your host, Brian Urban. In these features, we hope to give you some simple tips, tidbits, and tricks to make your days easier and your patients happier. In today's feature, we're going to talk about patient tag groups. And if you haven't heard of that before, that's just fine. It's actually a brand new feature, so better named. This is Counselor New Feature Friday. So what we're going to do is we're going to talk specifically about the patient tag groups feature. And to start that, we're going to click on administration in the top menu bar and then select tags under patient setup. Now, as many of you are likely are aware, the tags are used to be able to place highly customizable tags within the patient profile for tracking in a variety of areas, not only just within the patient profile itself, but also there's various search features across the system that enable you to search based off of those tags. So very, very customizable, very applicable. So right now I'm in our sandbox account, our test accounts. There's a lot of tags in here that you probably wouldn't have, but just to give you a sense of how this would look, you'll notice that these tags all right now have a general grouping. That means when you go to the patient profile, there's one main area for tags. But this new feature builds this out. So now you can create another grouping. So if you say, you know what, I want to group these by medical history. So dementia and low vision, memory loss, those are going to go in a separate area, right? Separate, very close to each other, but a separate line in the system. You can certainly do so. So let's take an example here. Let's put this into play. Let's say we currently have a TruHearing one under a general, but maybe we have a few third-party administrators that we work with, and we want to group them in the tags. So I can go ahead and maybe just call this tag TPA. Okay, pretty straightforward. And then I'll go ahead and click Save. Now what we'll see is that TruHearing is now grouped under TPA. Now, you of course could add new tags as part of this process or take existing tags and update the group. That's fully up to you. But let's go ahead and jump into a patient profile and show you how this kind of works within the profile. So now within Karen's profile here, we can see here's the general tags. Okay, this is where the TruHearing option was located. But now we can see we also have, not in addition to the medical history, but we have the TPA option as well. So now we could select TruHearing is the only option on that list. But we can accept that, take that. Now the medical history, for example, let's just add in memory loss. So point being is that very quickly you can generate specific groupings and see those within the patient profile. You can see them within the patient summary pop-up screen. So here we can see those tags once again. You can see them also within the chart note section. So actually, let's do that right now. Let's jump into a new chart note, and we'll see those tags and the groupings right here. The reason that these are located, of course, in the chart note section is that a lot of times when you're writing your chart note, that's when you think of these tags, right? You've just seen the patient, you've been thinking about their history, you've taken some form of action, maybe there's something new you observed that they're in a wheelchair, for example, because they had knee surgery, or you just did a fitting and it was a TruHearing fitting, and so you want to put that tag in place. So the chart notes can be a very convenient place of putting in tags or removing them, right? Let's say the patient was in a wheelchair, but now they're not anymore. Great, let's go ahead and update that. And you can do that from the chart note screen, but once we go back to the patient profile, then we'll be able to see that in this case, the wheelchair is no longer noted in the general tags, but we still have our medical history and TPA tags in place. So point being, the tags is a very flexible feature. We'd be very happy to talk about it with you further as far as how it can be applied to your specific needs. We hope that this grouping feature just gives you an extra level of usability, right? So you can customize it further for your specific needs. So please let us know if you have any questions. Give us a call, email us, live chat us. We're always happy to help. And as always, have a wonderful, wonderful weekend.